She wasn't a warrior, she didn't carry a sword, but she slayed a man stronger than armies. Not with might, but with questions, with kisses, with persistence. We know her name, Delilah, the woman who brought down Samson. But was she truly a cold-hearted traitor, or a woman caught between romantic devotion and the national pride of her people? Let's go back to the book of Judges, chapter 13 through 16. Samson, the man, the myth, the walking miracle. His story begins before he was even born. You will become pregnant and have a son whose head is never to be touched by a razor, because the boy is to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the womb. Judges 13:5 NIV. His hair wasn't just hair, it was a covenant, a divine symbol of strength. He was God's wrecking ball, a one-man army against the Philistines. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, so that he tore the lion apart with his bare hands in Judges 14:6. And later, he killed 1,000 men with a donkey's jawbone. Judges 15:15. But Samson had a weakness, not in battle, in love. His eyes often overruled his destiny. First, it was a Philistine woman in Timnah, then a prostitute in Gaza, and finally, Delilah. Sometime later, he fell in love with a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. Judges 16:4. Now pause right there. Valley of Sorek? That's Philistine territory, enemy land. So now Samson, a judge of Israel, God's chosen weapon, is laying his head in enemy arms. And here come the politics. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "See if you can lure him into showing you the secret of his great strength. Each one of us will give you 1,100 shekels of silver." Judges 16:5. That's 5 rulers, 5,500 shekels of silver. Life-changing wealth. Delilah didn't come up with the idea. The Philistine leadership approached her. Now here's the hard question. Was she greedy, or was she being patriotic, helping her people eliminate a dangerous enemy? Whatever her motive, Delilah gets to work. She asks him gently, "Tell me the secret of your great strength and how you can be tied up and subdued." Judges 16:6. Samson plays with her, gives her 3 fake answers. 1. Fresh bowstrings. 2. New ropes. 3. Hair woven into a loom. And each time, with men hidden in the room, she called to him, "Samson, the Philistines are upon you." Judges 16:9, 12, 14. Each time he wakes up and breaks free. And yet, he stays. Why? Was it love? Lust? Overconfidence? Maybe he didn't believe she could ever break him. But Delilah, oh, she's relentless. Then she said to him, "How can you say, 'I love you,' when you won't confide in me? This is the 3rd time you have made a fool of me." Judges 16:15. That verse, it hits hard. She weaponizes love, emotional blackmail at its finest. With such nagging, she prodded him day after day until he was sick to death of it. Judges 16:16. Finally, he gives in. "No razor has ever been used on my head. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me." Judges 16:17. And just like that, the secret is out. Delilah knows this is the real deal. She lulls him to sleep on her lap and calls in the barbers. After putting him to sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair. Judges 16:19. The Philistines are waiting. Then she called, "Samson, the Philistines are upon you." He awoke from his sleep and thought, "I'll go out as before and shake myself free." But he did not know that the Lord had left him. Judges 16:20. That line is chilling. He did not know that the Lord had left him. It wasn't the haircut, it was the broken vow. The Philistines seize him, gouge out his eyes, and imprison him. The mighty has fallen, and Delilah, she's gone. No reward scene, no death scene, no repentance. She vanishes from the narrative. So, who was she? A villain? Or a woman caught between love and loyalty? Let's be real. Delilah didn't ask Samson to cheat his vow. She only asked. He could have walked away. He could have said no, but he chose to stay. Delilah was cunning, yes, but Samson was reckless. In a way, Delilah didn't destroy him. She just gave him a place to lay his head, and he left his calling on her lap. Her legacy? It's controversial. She wasn't a seductress by title. The Bible never calls her evil. She was persuasive, yes, but she was also used by rulers, just as Samson was used by God. Two pawns in a spiritual war, one fighting with strength, the other with seduction. Delilah teaches us something deep. Sometimes the greatest threats don't come with weapons, they come with whispers, with affection that feels right but is rooted in ruin. Samson fell, not in battle, but in intimacy without discernment. And Delilah, she became a symbol of betrayal, of strategy, of the kind of danger that doesn't knock the door down, but waits for you to fall asleep. So, who was Delilah? A temptress, a traitor, a patriot, or maybe all of the above? Before you go, if this story stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more powerful Bible stories, affirmations, and spiritual encouragement, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of grace. We're Biblical Paradox, and we are all about telling the good stories that inspire faith.